first speaker is always exposed to these things, so please pardon me. Right, go ahead with this.
Yep.
Yeah. So today what we are going to discuss in a short period is that no fetus or neonate should be challenged nutrition. That's our first motto. And the second motto is that I'm going to change the thought process today, that looking on a newborn in a prescription writing, it is intensive care, which we all write, but your prescription must include organ-based nutrition. So that's my second task today, that I convert your prescription to an organ-based nutrition. If I succeed, I will feel that my day is made. Well, when we think of fetus, he gets his entire nutrition from placenta. So therefore, when we are talking of a fetal nutrition, there is to be placental centricity in our mind. We should always think of respect. Placenta is a huge organ. Anyone who's practicing neonatology must think of this. Pay attention. It will come in a very big way. Now, if we have to really talk of a fetal nutrition, we have to look at all the stakeholders of fetal nutrition. And it starts from the mother, the placenta, and the fetus. So let's see what we can do with these three components of which have a role in fetal nutrition. I'll start from maternal nutrition. My talk will be essentially giving you an orientation. Details I will not be talking, but at least I will sensitize you people that these points need to be considered. In our maternal nutrition, think always of a balanced and comprehensively balanced diet, which means it must include macronutrition, micronutrient, trace elements, and something which I will sensitize more is about nutraceuticals. It has become our forte. So at the end of the day, you will know more about nutraceuticals. And some of the examples I have written below: folic acid, iron, calcium, omega-3, and curd. It's important that our pregnant woman gets fresh vegetables, fresh fruits. Now, talking about placental nutrition. Now, placenta, as I said, it is the most important one. And therefore, it must rise to the occasion of fetal needs. More is the fetal requirement, placenta should be able to supply that. Appropriate. And whatever placenta needs should be provided. It provides a good structure. If there is a structural abnormality, suppose there is a 22-twin transfusion syndrome, take care of 22-twin transfusion syndrome. Make a placenta conducive to that fetus. It needs good function. Let the placenta vascularity be good. It should not be compromised. Suppose mother is having some diseases, PIH, diabetes, placental circulation is compromised, or immune disease. Take care of that. And in addition, today is the time when there are so many toxins, pollutants, and fortunately not in all parts, but in some parts people take drugs. And drugs again affect the placenta circulation. Please take care of that. And of course, diet is important, which is placenta-centric. You should think that is epithelium. If you think it is a collagen, it has vascularity, and address all that. Placenta will be doing a great job. Heading to the primary target, which is fetus. And start thinking on a fetal nutrition right from periconception. See that the mother gets folic acid periconception. Only then the conception would be all right, the genes would be all right. And again, give a positive health to the fetus and take away his sicknesses. So identify his sicknesses, treat them proactively, and give positive health. And the most crucial to do all this would be, in all domains, we should keep all our three stakeholders free of sickness. Positive health to them, and that will come when we have an appropriate and effective antenatal care. So in a nutshell, I just talked of antenatal care in a different style so that everything gets registered in your mind. Now, talking of some details, but I'll not go through the entire thing and bore you. I'll just give you concept, and concept is that if you look at the nutrient requirements, calories, protein, iron, folate, vitamin D, calcium, phosphorus, omega-3, etc. And everything is additionally required during pregnancy. That's about it. So think, whatever you can think about nutrients, nutraceuticals should be given additional. So it's a comprehensively balanced diet, but additional allocations. challenges in fetal nutrition are essentially when the placental health is not all right. But something which I would like to pay attention to is the last trimester, where the maximum accretion of nutrients take place to the fetus. And if the last trimester is cut short, either because of medical reasons, that's perfectly fine. But unfortunately, today, even for social reason, it is cut. इस तारीख को इतने बजे इतने समय होना चाहिए. मेरी शादी इसलिए हुई थी, इसका बाप इतने बजे पैदा हुआ था, आज बहुत ऑस्पिशियस डे है. Without realizing that what price the fetus ends up paying throughout his life as an adult, he remains a compromise. So please remember that we have to have deliveries only at term. No late preterm, no early term. Don't feel super confident. No problem, madam. I can manage a 24-weeker. Where is the problem in managing 36-weeker? So obstetrician says, "Little." अब उस लेने में आपने गिरीश गुप्ता पैदा कर दिया, suboptimal IQ. Please remember that you would not have a person of a suboptimal IQ, and it is only possible when you have only term deliveries. Just emphasizing the same point differently. Here I am just showing the brain growth and showing that how after 20 weeks of gestation and early infancy, the brain growth is happening very rapidly. And therefore, this period of brain growth has to be respected. In the best environment must be good. And that best environment comes only in the uterus, unless it is compromised. Simultaneously, I pointed out some nutrients here. Remember that. If you want genius to be produced, see that all these brain nutraceuticals are being administered to the fetus through mother. Or maybe to the neonate directly in the nutrition. Likewise, bones also grow very fast in the third trimester and address to the bones and their nutrition. Calcium, phosphorus, vitamin D. So, accretion of last trimester should be very, very important in your mind, and try to simulate them. Coming to nutraceuticals, we are very fond of it. In fact, each prescription in my unit contains some nutraceuticals. The residents are questioned that have you written nutraceuticals. Nothing special. It is just nutrients which are coming in a pharmaceutical way. The nutrients provided as market preparations. Essentially, they are good for things which are not conventionally present in the normal nutrition in adequate amount. So remember that. The second thing which I would like you to remember is that normally the regulating agencies are not too tough with nutraceuticals. So you should be tough in your selection of nutraceuticals, so that the safety always remains there in addition to that. I have put some nutraceuticals examples. So be proactive and do just prescription in every case. You will get extra advantage in life if you use nutraceuticals, because there will be some babies who will be sitting critically. And if you have given little nutraceutical from threshold, it becomes better. And of course, you will get extra marks in DM examination. If in every prescription, you write nutraceuticals. Now, probiotics and pregnant mother. I know some people do not agree with probiotics. I respect their consent. But what I would like to say, that it has benefit in pregnancy to the fetus. Try to use them. I'm not telling you details. They are there in the book which we are providing you. Otherwise, I'm available for a later discussion. But think of giving probiotics. I've written a couple of examples. Benefits: better fetal development, less chances of preterm birth, and even a neonatal disease of atopy or immunological origin, they are less. What I'm trying to say is start thinking. Okay? So start thinking about them and the possible prescription. Now I'm shifting again to probiotics naturally, which are available. And they are available in curd. And some of the probiotic strains I've written, and it has been seen that they reduce oxidative stress, incidence of gestational diabetes, preterm birth. Again, I have to say more research is needed, because these things are always questioned when an Indian talks. When a foreigner talks, they are gospel truth. The curd has been used since time immemorial. It's the most gut supportive food. Why don't we use it? And therefore, I'm saying prescribe. In the first case, I said think about it. But for curd, I'm saying prescribe. But everything should be, in a limited. If you prescribe too much of a curd, well, it will have its own problems. But essentially, yes. Now, the key points of fetal nutrition are a balanced and nutrient-dense maternal diet, adequate intake of all nutrients, extra allowances, and pregnant women should take not junk food. They should take healthy foods, so vegetables, fresh foods, a lot of antioxidants, which will do immensely good. Probiotic supplementation, at least curd, you would agree with me. Late preterm and early term must not be allowed until unless it is medically, then it's fine. Otherwise, you should question your obstetrics. Every perinatal audit, whenever we're conducting in the department, we should ask them reasons why did they conduct early term and late preterm. If you raise every time, there'll be changing behavior. Prepare for breastfeeding. We all talk, but we don't really prepare antenatal. I find flat nipples, retracted nipples coming in the neonatal phase when we say kya ho gaya. Full 9 months antenatal checkup has been done. There is a need that we must address to the breast health during antenatal checkups, and guided, individualized, and each word is guided, individualized dietary facilitation. We may not be competent at all times. Therefore, it's a good idea to involve dietitian, proper trained dietitian. You would definitely find, or she would definitely find it. So these were some of the takeaway points in the fetal nutrition. Now I'm shifting my gears to neonatal nutrition, and especially for the HiMS. Again, it will be at a conceptual level. More details will not be there. Now, what I'm trying to state here is that what placenta was doing to the fetus. No NICU on earth can mimic placental nutrition if it is within the placenta's domain of time. If a baby is delivered early, the best of breastfeeding and best of NICU. Still, you will be compromised. That's why I've kept a size difference, cumulative here and cumulative here. Keep this picture in mind. Therefore, the bottom line would be here that prolonged healthy placental association should be ensured. What is healthy? If placenta is unhealthy, get the baby out, save the baby. But if placenta is healthy, able to sustain the fetal nutrition requirements, don't let the baby be out for whatever reason. And now I'm changing my centricity. For fetus, it was placenta-centric. For neonate, it is breast milk-centric. Have this basic concept. My everything will revolve around breast milk now when it comes to neonatal nutrition, primarily. Our principles are same. Here, all the stakeholders should be free of sickness, should have positive health, and a good postnatal checkup and neonatal checkup will guarantee all this. Coming to the maternal nutrition, as we talked about maternal nutrition during pregnancy, almost the same principle of maternal nutrition during lactation. We should remember all these points which we have written and more. That's why I put a miscellaneous at the end. Now, breast, the second stakeholder. We must do everything possible, ensure good health of the breast, good process of breastfeeding. Kangaroo mother care. Avoid toxins. And the important thing is lactation support. If you do not have milk, we have experts sitting here on the breast milk development. PMC has got Hope SCPJS who will learn. O5 will also have one. Now comes our primary target for whom we are there. He is newborn. Now, in case of fetus, we were directing through maternal intervention. Now, in case of neonate, he is directly in front of you. So, after targeting mother and breast, let's target neonate. And here the most fundamental is, which is my catchphrase too in my life, it is gut line. Neonate means gut line. Gut line means use of GIT. No IV line if possible. So use gut line. If required, then partial parenteral nutrition. If it is mandatory, then total parenteral nutrition. Do a regular monitoring and customize. Every newborn is different. So customize it. Now, since my talk was high risk, neonates and nutrition. Again, this is a slide with a lot of details. I'll talk only at the conceptual level. Here you have a high-risk neonate and a normal neonate. You look at energy required, more protein required, more vitamin A required, or something more required. Therefore, the bottom line is that if there's a high-risk neonate, you have to give more. Now, there will be some customization. In some cases, gut is not available, you customize accordingly more, you give more teaching. There is an organ deficiency, so you will take care of that organ. So, but more is required whenever there is a high risk. And of course, you will customize. At the same time, you must know which are the conditions where the baby needs more. So I have put some conditions here where the basal metabolic rate of the newborn is more, either innately or because of the disease. Remember all of them. Try to prevent these conditions, and if you have diagnosed them early, you will be able to manage nutrition well. So additional calorie, and here I am making another point, role of oil application. Now something which reduces the insensible water loss, allows less loss of calorie, good, and gives some additional calories too. So we must use oil application. If there are any apprehension, please talk to me later. I will tell you why and how it should be done, or nitty-gritties of this. Which oil, why to choose a particular oil, what should be the attributes of the oil. Coming to the preterm, term, and late preterms, again, just suffices to say that more preterm the baby, the requirements would be more. Keep that in mind, general principle. Don't go to the specific numbers, they are all right for the exam. But baby has not to write exam. He says, please take care of me, what I need, give me, customize. Now, impact of selective nutrition, this I want to make in particular emphasis on. See, a baby has just been delivered, he is deprived of placenta, he gets a very compromised nutrition. And then we start something, poop ke karam. Zarur poop ke karam. Lekin agar hamara bachcha allow karta hai, don't compromise him on calories and proteins. And here I'm just trying to show that if you give additional 10 kilocalories per kg per day additional, or 1 gram per kg protein additional, your mental development at the biggest stage is far better. So early nutrition. So my bottom line here would be that don't give lesser for longer. Try to give earlier and more. If baby tolerates, that's my writer. He would tell you, give me more. Now, coming to organ-specific nutraceuticals, you can take a photograph of this because you may not easily find this. This is our own thought process. We have collated, may not be perfectly collated. So here we are thinking differently. I don't think baby as a whole, which would be I will be thinking at the end, but initially I think baby as a cell, tissue, and organ. And then I look forward that this organ requires which particular nutrients. And that's what here I put. The nervous system, I have written a couple of nutraceuticals. Omega-3 is very important. Respiratory system, a lot of things we have written. Cardiovascular system, couple of things, including coenzyme Q, GIT, couple of things. Skin, very important organ, skin we forget. As if skin doesn't need nutraceuticals. So skin nutraceuticals, bones, and more is left for imagination. All details are there in the book. If you need to go through, please go. So it's a time that let's think and start prescribing from today. Then it is worth attending workshop today. Some change in your prescription from nutraceutical perspectives and organ-specific nutraceuticals. Here I have given some nutraceuticals. They are RDA in available preparation, easy to refer. I think Akansha Kambeturi. Thank you very much for when you gave a talk on supplements. I picked up this slide from you. Thank you. So that is reference. Otherwise, you have to do a lot of search or market, what is available. Now, management. Don't think you are the only one who's managing. Management would be very inadequate. All the people who are in the team, which means parents, nurses, and residents, they are very crucial, important. Only then your nutritional management will be going well. Have individualized nutritional management practices, monitor, do audit, and do corrections. So it's a key practice area. DHA, omega-3, very important. I've already talked, which is important for vision, cognitive, and immune function, brain function. I've written some dosages recommended, should be given. Even I wrote a policy for Uttarakhand state government when COVID days, what supplement should be given. This was one of the recommendations, and the Uttarakhand government did accept it. Probiotics in feed terms, you will have a talk tomorrow on probiotics. We are using, Akash, not seen. We started using an SGPGI, and we were very prompt in starting. And of course, we monitor things. One could consider using probiotics, but tomorrow you will listen from Lawrence mouth. Nutritional prescription. That must be your attitude will change. When you go back today, see that whether how many times you are looking at the nutritional prescription in your prescription you are writing. What component it is. It's a bad prescription if there are 20 drugs and there is nothing on nutrition. It's an excellent prescription if there are 2 drugs and 18 nutraceuticals of nutrition prescription. Change your habit from today. I give extra marks in the DM exam when people start talking beyond ventilation, beyond dopamine, beyond neuroprotection. Start thinking about. And if you start practicing, sure enough, you will do better. So it's the most important practicing part. Nutrition counseling. How many times you counsel nutritional aspects? मैंने रोटी कपड़ा मकान से शुरू किया था. The roti, this nutrition, and should be counseled at all stages, where it's a maternal nutrition, fetal, pediatric supplementation, etc., neonatal nutrition, including colostrum, buccal application. How many of us do buccal application? Even if there is a surgical case of GIT, esophageal atresia, please do buccal application. Okay, early adequate nutrition, remember that line, and start supplements time. So general nutrition and conditionally customized. Now I'm raising the levels. I will say, how will you customize a nutraceuticals? Role of AI. Artificial intelligence should get integrated in the prescription writing from today. I just delivered a talk on AI somewhere else in neonatology. I'm delivering another talk on AI in Patna sometimes later this month. So be contemporary with technology. And if you are not contemporary, what is going to happen? You will be extinct soon. Catch hold of it, but don't take it as it is giving you information. Check it. In fact, it can give you an entire article, entire talk, it can give you, including references. But don't have a blind faith. Check it. It will make life easy. Therefore, ladies and gentlemen, to conclude, growth maximum third trimester and neonatal period, respect placental health, take a photograph, do PhDs, do pictures. Every time when you're going for a newborn birth, capture placenta, take photograph, analyze it, do some placental blood sampling. It will be a huge help to you. Ensure early term deliveries only, prevent nutrient gaps, early aggressive appropriate nutrition. Remember that line. Nutrition prescription should be part of your life. Nutrition counseling is essential. AI should be used. Our contribution, I must tell my experience, what we have contributed. With due humility, let me tell you, we were the first one in the entire Maharashtra to start HMF. Of course, it goes back to the early 90s. I did my first postgraduate dissertation on HMF. We started syringe feeding units. The nurses love it. SGPGI is also good. Calcium and phosphorus supplementation. I have a later talk on osteopenia. I will tell you how it made difference. Universal oil application. Gastric emptying time by ultrasound. We decided how often one day we should be fed. We just wrote the holistic concepts of neonatal nutrition. I'm thankful to all the editors who are sitting here of the book. Hope you get one copy. And it has been a very satisfying evening for me for these contributions. You are not known. You don't get satisfaction for sharing knowledge, but you get satisfaction for doing things, experience. You all come here to learn experience, not the knowledge. It is available anywhere in the world. So all of you, I invite you people that please share your experience in terms of research or innovations. This is a book which we have written. I'm not marketing it. I'm a pure hardcore professional. I can say with enough experience and analysis, there is no other book in the world which has got so much covered in neonatal nutrition. The number of chapters, the appendices, everyone has put his efforts. It is a unique book globally. Of course, it is the first book. There will be some small little, our second edition would be much better edition. So please go through it. Now, if you want to join your journey of excellence in neonatology, I invite you. And what I'm doing is, even in Himalayan, we run an extended leadership program, which is a monthly training program. I'm thankful to the STPGI, Dr. Kirti, she took my suggestion. So we run a monthly clinic on industry, where Wadia has also joined us. We also run an online training program, which is free, or Netsu. I'm going to start Netsu 2023, another month's time. So you could be part of our journey for excellence. We have a direct mentoring opportunities at HiMS. We have just starting advanced neutral transport course of 3 months duration. It's the first in the country. Postdoctoral fellowship, neonatal nursing fellowship, and observership if anyone is keen to share our experiences. And we need your blessings to start this. Dr. Sushma should bless me, that, or Dr. Ashok should bless me, so that when I talk to you after 3 months, we have a DM course starting, but I am looking for your blessings. The state of UP and Uttarakhand should bless me so that we start. We have infrastructure and faculty, and today I'm getting motivated. This is just today I added that if you people want, I would like to start a nutrition certificate course. That would be a good outcome of today's workshop. So thank you very much.